That's my house. I've been sent it, but...
No, I just mean the background. Is that supposed to be super quiet? And then like 2 days later, she's at the PetSmart that has pets for adoption. She's like sending me videos of cats. Like,
We can hear you on YouTube.
oh, so you just have to do anything so you need a cat. It's like when you see a little kid drink a water that stupid ass kids.
We're 14 years
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a conversation about your...
Yeah, no one we live. Okay.
Countdown. It was just watching us the whole time.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hola,
We're back.
welcome.
Hi.
We're back for another episode of the Pass Mag Editorial Desk podcast presented by our friends at ProForm.
And we actually have a quick little snippet to show you guys.
Snippet.
A snippet, a little commercial, as you might say.
Starring our
Feature.
best actor.
Have you been living under a rock? Mustang has a podcast. Where have you been? And we'll be giving away ProForm dollars on camera.
Yeah.
And we'll be giving away ProForm prizes every week to a lucky viewer. Tune in next week, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What are you waiting for?
Oh, that's a hot looking car right there.
I love
don't
the
know.
yell, by
I'd
the
buy
way.
a car from that guy.
Okay, so because of budget cuts, we had to put our worst on that commercial. We're very sorry.
All right, so we do have a sponsor, ProForm, and they are going to be giving away pretty much a simple prize every week,
Yep.
and a major prize every month.
Yep.
So,
Dun, dun, dun.
yup. And so for today, we got a fun little treat for you. And before we get into the nitty gritty of it and tell you how to win, let me show you what you could potentially win.
Ooh.
Bum, bum, bum. So here we actually have a ProForm AN wrench set.
Wait,
so
that's
Yep.
actually sick.
yeah, dude. So for all those people that get their pliers out or their adjustable
They're
mo-
colored.
That's actually sweet.
Wow. Now that is sick. So you have a chance of winning these today. All you need to do is comment ProForm in the chat.
Bonus
and-
points if you make it a funny comment.
Yeah. Find a way to make it funny. And we'll pretty much pick a winner at the end of the episode. And yeah.
Am I allowed to enter
The way you put this
competition?
away is funny.
I did. I messed it up halfway through. I was like, should I just commit?
Am I allowed to enter the competition as an employee here? Is that a conflict of interest?
Absolutely not. Get out of here. Yeah, no. So none of these tools are ever allowed touching Yusuf's car. That's it.
Joke's on you. My car doesn't run.
All right. So we'll be watching the comments the entire time, and we do have a fun way to pick the winner at the end of the episode. And then
We'll see you at
after
the
we
end.
do pick the winner, you do have 24 hours to reach out to us and claim your prize.
Yeah, so if you left a ProForm comment, go and then you had to like leave the
And-
podcast for whatever reason, make sure you come back and check it out.
To the person
Ooh,
that
we already got
commented,
3.
"Ooh, I need those." Comment ProForm. And you should have a chance to
Maybe
win
you
them.
should say.
Sorry, my mic is pushing me off camera here. I'm battling difficulties.
It's just gonna go like this.
We also have some fun stuff today. We have a big announcement about the Tuning365 Tour. If you're familiar, that is the stop of Tuning365 shows alongside Formula Drift throughout the year. We've got 4 stops this year.
Yep.
Yeah,
4.
Four
Four.
stops this year.
Faux.
And on that note,
Tripping.
registration is open right now for Tuning365 Formula Drift Englishtown.
New
You may
Jer-
remember our appearances there in years past. Yes, that is New Jersey. That's
New
good
Jersey.
geography.
New Jersey.
There's also a TBG stop there, as you can see on the screen. We got Tuna Battlegrounds season in action right now. So
Sponsored
lots
by
of ways to
Liquimoli.
win your way into the magazine. Lots of ways to show off your car to our audience, and of course, the event is awesome. So
Yeah.
buy some ice cream from the ice cream trucks. It's hot as hell in New Jersey this time of year.
Dude, it's gonna be a hot summer everywhere.
You know they have every year at Formula Drift Englishtown a Chick-fil-A stand. It's very good, and they charge normal Chick-fil-A prices.
I like it.
Oh, nice.
That's just
like
a
that.
pro tip at Formula Drift Englishtown.
Look for the
Um,
Chick-fil-A truck.
Usually there's one usually there's one energy drink sponsor there that always gives away free energy drinks. That's another tip. Don't say,
true.
"Oh, I'm gonna bring my own water." It'll get hot within 4 seconds. You played yourself.
Yep.
Bring a hat, like not a normal hat, like one of those like farmer hats, I guess, or like a bucket hat, maybe cowboy hat, depending on
hat.
who you are. Those are my tips for Formula Drift
Yeah,
Englishtown.
you kind of missed out on sunscreen, maybe.
No.
No, you don't need it.
No.
Who needs that?
And also, get a T-shirt. Buy a T-shirt from the Pass Mag tent.
Yes.
Tuning 365.
Hell yeah. On the topic of events, some of them aren't our own, but some of them also have TBG elements to them. So we,
Oh, bless
once
you.
Yusuf is
Bless
done
you.
dying,
Thank you.
we've got Tuner
Hint, hint.
Evo, Tuner Evo Virginia with a Tuna Battlegrounds live
Nice, Hardron.
component. We've got that for you today on the show, and then after that, we're also going to jump into Driven Toronto, something that's like relatively local to us.
Driven.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this is Tuner Evo
the
VA.
van.
Coverage by Gary.
Yeah,
Lost
shout
Kings
out
Media.
to Lost Kings Media.
Gary
aka
Garrison.
He always
Wicked.
does a great job. I'm excited to see
Wicked
this.
video. Yeah, I'm excited too.
Pink.
Ooh.
Honda.
Calling,
Okay.
calling an
Still
RSX
Flex.
a Honda is crazy.
Same shit. BRZ.
Whoa,
Wow.
look at that wing. That's so crazy.
Team Emotion and Brothers Garage. in the
Jeez.
house.
That's not how
Well,
wheels go
we
on
know
silly.
that car.
I know that car. That's a
Beautiful
sweet
car. Wow.
Potential Euro issue cover car, by the way.
Yep. Oh, the
Look,
MRT.
Love a
Team
good
Emotion.
Wow. Just like, oh, there we
Oh.
go. Let's
More,
go.
more Pass Mag car.
Yes.
That's
Look at all
crazy.
these Pass Mag features.
I was gonna say it's crazy how many we know.
Some big power cars.
That's insane.
What?
Oh, there we go. There's Harry. Jeez.
Nice.
Wait, have we
Do I
featured
Yeah,
that? Is
also
that the
yeah.
drive? Yeah,
That's
holy
Yeah.
on the board too.
That's
Oh my
so
gosh.
sick.
Oh, there's something new. Those new Miatas look really good. Can't lie.
Mm.
You know, what don't look good. British racing green cars.
Hey.
Whoa.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
I think Yusuf's getting
Yusuf-
beat up at
He's trying to start a fight.
Wow.
I'm waiting to see something new here.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. 3 spokes on the Corolla.
Were those ESR wheels? ESR makes 3 spokes? Yeah. Jeez. Oh, do we have Gary on the line with us?
We do.
I'm here.
Yo, what up, dog?
Hey!
What's up, man?
Man, amazing work as usual. Like you killed
you.
it with this, dude. Sick.
Thank you.
How's
Yeah.
the show as a whole, man? What was the general vibe there? Looks nice. Cool
It
venue.
was cool. I've gone to this show like a few times. right by the beach and everything.
Oh, sick.
But yeah, it's cool. Cool. A lot of cars came up. A lot of people came up too. The venue is pretty cool as well. Yeah.
Is the lighting actually this good in person, or is this video editing that made it look this good?
A mix of both. The lighting was great. It's a white light, like white lighting all around.
I was gonna
so.
say this is killer
And
for
then
an
I just
indoor
edited.
show.
Yeah, thank you.
Sick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gang.
Ooh.
That is a very pink S13.
Which car stuck
We
out
have
the
Paul's
most?
pink S13 at home. Paul's pink S13 at home.
Yeah, which car would you say stuck out the most to you? What was yours?
The one that stuck out the most to me, I would have to say probably Vinyl Designs S2000.
Oh, jeez.
But maybe I'm just biased. I love S2000. So
I don't.
I'm sorry. You can blame Ada for that. So.
Man.
So it's like a really cool show.
Yeah.
So when you're shooting something like this, what kind of what are you doing with the camera? You just walk around? I doubt it. You have gimbals, you have dollies, you have all of that.
No
What's the deal?
gimbal, all freehand.
Come on.
No
Wait,
way.
what?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I used to carry like my Ronin M gimbal and like the whole
Yeah.
ring and everything, and it's a lot of back pain. So
Yeah.
I walk around with my Sony A7 IV, and
Hell yeah, A7 gang.
you know, yeah, and I just do those movements, slow movements and all that.
Man,
Crab walk.
Yeah, he
whatever.
was gonna say he's just squatting and.
it's actually so funny that you mentioned that, because right before this we were watching Samit's video that he just posted on YouTube about like a recent car show he went to in Malaysia, and these guys were getting like the Cloverfield effect where they were like, oh my god, it's so shaky, but like you are not using a gimbal and this is like professional grade smooth. Like I'm loving this. This is sick.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Oh, that old Beetle was sick.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, there's nothing about that car that I think I would enjoy driving, but I have a soft spot for just how cool they are. Oh my god.
What kit is that?
Rally
Oh,
backer or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't know. All BRZ kits are the same. There's only two kinds.
Ayo.
Did you see that little truck?
Yeah, the XB.
That was sick.
Or the X.
What, the S15 taillights on a Genesis?
Wait, is that what that was?
Yeah, that's terrible.
I kind of respect it.
Well, I don't.
Strange.
It looks really bad.
I mean,
The one good part about Genesises are the taillights.
really?
It's true, actually.
Yeah, so they kind of like,
Well, that was a BK1. BK1 taillights are not as good as BK2 taillights.
well, they both BK sucks, to be honest.
Damn.
You're so clever.
Oh, that's a nice green. Oh, I like that.
Glad I didn't say it this time.
Ooh.
This looks like
Yeah,
we're-
I kind of feel attacked. I had a Genesis too, so
Hey, Jetty Gang.
but it blew up. So
Yeah, that
was
makes
it a
sense.
2-liter BK1?
no, it was the V6.
What?
Mm.
I didn't
Oh,
know
there
that
There's
we
Paul's
go.
car.
We
Oh,
got
there's
Paul.
Paul's car. Yeah.
Woo.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Nice
What
video.
10 out
What
of
a
10
great
video.
video.
You know
Yeah.
what we need? We need Rays to sponsor this so we can do the TE37 counter when we do car show coverage, and we just keep a running tally of TEs showing up.
TEs.
Or we need Ray, like with the
Most
yellow FD to
timeless.
sponsor this. Just in general.
Hell yeah, this is awesome.
This is a
Thank you
cool
very
show.
much for sending this in, dude, and for
Yeah,
shooting the
yeah.
show for us.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, looking forward to the next show. Cause
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let us know when you're going to something else, and we would love to get
Yeah,
your feedback
absolutely.
on what's the coolest. We also want a little gear breakdown for you next time, so
Yeah.
let us know what's going on behind the camera. If you're just shooting with an A7 freehand, this is insane.
I'm just freehand. I
My
like
man.
just my GM lens, my 2470, and an A7 IV, and that's all
sick.
I'm carrying around.
That's
I
awesome,
mean,
dude.
I'm planning to like take out my whole rig again and whatnot. So I'll
Sick.
probably start using that. But other than that, just for rollers, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Other
okay.
than- yeah. But other than that, for distils, I'll probably still just use my camera.
That's
Crazy.
wicked.
We also have our Tuner Battlegrounds live winner from last show.
Do we?
We do indeed.
Not that.
Well, so and then I guess Gary recorded that. So I guess
Yep.
thank you, Gary, for the
Oh, we got a clip of the winning.
We have a
thing.
clip
Yeah,
of the
that's
winning.
right,
Yeah,
That's right.
and then
that's right.
we're gonna play that clip with full audio, and then
Da-na-na.
oh, I didn't even see that Coca-Cola livery on that Beamer.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
so
Mhm.
nice. That's
For anyone who's watching, like, oh, I want to see this, closer and more in person, or stop and watch some of the cool things you see on it, you can check us out on the website. Past Mike website has Gary's super sick video in
Yep.
it. So head on over.
Yep.
You can watch that yourself. Especially if you're watching Or if you're just listening right now. You want to see that?
Yep.
Or if you're
Passmode.com,
just
baby.
watching and not listening.
That'd be crazy behavior.
And if
There
you're
has to be one
just
person.
tuning in right now, just comment ProForm.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in. Hold on, let's watch this. Do we have audio? Because I don't hear it.
Do we
Oh, here's our winner.
do we have audio or is that an Audi?
You're fired.
Sorry.
Dock his pay.
I ain't never heard of Descenti tires. I'm gonna be honest.
So TBG Live is people will just win by votes basically. So this build, I guess, just won by most votes.
The
So
people's
I
champ.
guess is crazy.
oh, there she is.
Oh, I thought there was about to be
Oh,
some beef on
nice.
stage. Like a fight.
No, I think
Yeah,
this is the
yeah.
owner here.
Okay.
Not like that.
Not him. Oh.
What's happening on the right of the stage?
This
we
is such
possibly
funny
talking
like
about?
BTS footage.
she's like, did they hear us?
Okay, cute.
Well, sick.
nice.
So for anyone watching that doesn't understand, TBG Live is pretty much a mini car show
In
or
car
a
show.
contest, that we run at a car show.
Yes.
And essentially, it's pretty much you get to vote for the coolest car that you see at the show. And that the winner was the Audi, which is sick. But
The winner
Yeah.
also gets $100 million sometimes.
yeah, sometimes.
There's
So.
a chance you get. There's a chance you will get $100 million if you win.
Also, we gotta let Gary go. I know he's not on the screen anymore, but Gary, I want to
Oh.
thank you one more time
so
for.
you're,
Yeah.
thank you,
for
thank you.
sending
Thanks,
this
Gary.
video for us.
No worries. All right.
All right, catch you next
See you
time,
later,
later.
brother.
That's funny. I
Poor guy
didn't
just
realize
sitting
he was
there.
still
Yeah.
there.
There
Sorry.
actually is a legitimate chance you win a lot of money for winning TBG, not from us.
Just
No,
in
yeah,
general.
yeah. It does open a bunch of doors. So you win a prize like that, you get featured in the magazine. It does open some doors for you depending on how well you can market that.
Or how big
further.
of the door is. Could
yeah
be a doggy door, could be a garage door.
double door, yeah.
Whoops.
Who
Could
knows?
be both.
Well,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you do win a TBG Live, then you get automatically entered into the championship or the at the end of the year.
And
So,
speaking about winning something live,
oh God.
for people who haven't
Here we go again.
just tuned in, we are giving away a ProForm AN wrench set today.
These things, dude.
Yeah.
Barbie wrenches.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
lightweight. This is
Oh,
sick.
that's so lightweight. So lightweight.
These are actually.
I
like,
love
very
wrenches.
nice.
These are really nice.
If you win these and don't want them, I'll hook you up my email address or my mailing address because these are fire.
So
Right.
Well,
remember,
other than the fact that you work here and they're next to you.
I don't get to take them.
comment ProForm in the comments if you do want to be.
bonus points if you make it
entered.
funny. Proform, one word by the way, not pro space form.
Nope.
Active in the comments is the.
And yeah, this is
Alright.
just the way you're gonna win. This week we also have different methods to give away these prizes as we go through the season. So we'll probably come up with some more fun stuff. I want a funniest comment contest. We'll see if we.
I'm
can
gonna be
clear that.
honest. Omar's probably gonna win the
We'll
funniest
see if we
contest.
can clear
Yes,
that.
he is
Contest.
quite
That'd
funny.
be great.
Really?
That one's pretty biased.
I gotta check.
A lot of comments. Great
They're
work.
already blowing up.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
I
As
hope they
always, Gary, you're killing
ProForm
it.
for me,
Yep.
Now we
Oh,
have another
James.
event for you
Another event.
in the form of one that takes place here in our backyard. We have Driven
Oh.
Toronto.
No,
Yeah.
actually in our backyard for those just tuning in
I mean,
right
pretty
now.
close though.
It's in my backyard.
Yeah, it's in John's
Every
backyard.
Brampton person thinks they're from Mississauga.
And I think we have someone
Deport
on
this
the line,
man.
but first I want to see
Oh
the
my
video.
God.
Jen.
All right, let's take a look.
Hey,
Hey.
production team, Driven Toronto. Cue for Driven Toronto. Hey everybody,
This episode's
we're
very
running
funny.
a podcast over here. There we go.
Wah wah wee wah.
A man yelling.
All right. Yo, so I will say I was at Driven over the weekend.
Mhm.
It was.
How was it?
It
You
was a
went.
really good show.
Miles work 9/11.
That's sick. So that's my buddy Vin Raggio. He's so sick. I knew him like 10 years ago when he had ISF.
Well,
Bought a
that's kinda
Supra,
fire.
and he's been building that for the past year and a half. Like
Mhm.
crazy work.
Hell
he put
yeah.
into
Miles work kit. Those are really
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, and then it was a little bit chilly. It's like
yeah.
super hot
It
today.
was
We're going
really,
through
it was
the
really
May curse.
overcast that
I'm gonna
day.
be honest. That's why I didn't go because it was cold. I was
Yeah.
gonna go and I'm like, no.
We're
Very
having the
over-
May curse here in Ontario, where every weekend gets cold for some reason, and then
Yeah.
it's beautiful during the week. But I think we're finally out of it. We're
I
into
think so,
summer.
too.
I
I'm
won't go to
planting
car
my
shows.
garden.
I won't go to car shows if it's raining, if it's cold, if it's windy, or if it's a mild inconvenience.
So he doesn't go to car shows.
He's just made of sugar.
He just melts.
He's a witch from Wizard of Oz. But yeah, no, I gotta say they did kind of slightly downsize this year. Because part of this whole show is held on a parking garage, like a multi-level parking structure. And one of the levels was partially under construction, or renovation or whatever. So they did have to kind of downsize, which is for like I've been going for I want to say since 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
It was weird seeing just an area where I couldn't go.
Right.
So
There's
was it
still
the-
plenty of room though?
The top
It
floor.
was
and
when
then
you go down, you could only turn left. You couldn't loop around to the right.
But they still have the
see.
top, like the exposed
They
top?
still have
Okay.
that's like
good.
yeah
That's like the cool photo shoot spot.
That's
Yeah.
like the best part of that driven show. But it was so cool. They had 5 RWBs there, which, like every Skittle color is so cool. Yeah, a bunch of people brought out their cars for the first time to like quote unquote debut them.
Well, yeah, because we finally having some warmer weather, people are like
yeah.
more inclined to
Exactly.
do so.
Oh shoot.
I see a couple cool things here. I've seen some cool wagons, which is exciting. Big wagon guy.
We know, but you won't buy one.
Not a diesel one.
Freaking
No.
do it. Buy my X5.
Also no.
I give you a good price.
Oh, and we got Jessica with us.
Yo, what's up, Jess?
Hey, Jess.
Hello.
How was the show? I assume you were well bundled up because it was a cold day.
Yes, it was freezing, especially all the way at the top. I had my coat on, my bucket hat was on, pinned on. It was about to fly off halfway through, but yeah, it was a really cold one, but it was great. It was a really, really fun time. That's for sure.
So, have you been to Driven before? Is this like?
Yes, this is my 3rd Driven. It's one of my favorite shows. I always try to go out almost every single year that I can. And this year, it probably was one of my favorite years for sure.
Something stand out to you at the show? Was something like, oh my god, this is the coolest?
Well, the fact that there were 5 RWBs, that was
Yeah,
kind of amazing. But there was an amazing Prelude there, 98.
Is that the silver one?
No, that is an I think he said it was an 04 or an 06. It was the blue one. It was the first gen. The kid is in high school. He built everything on his own. It's an H22 engine, turbo. One of the coolest cars that is built by a high schooler.
Hell yeah.
Yet.
Good for him.
That I've seen. He was parked up with Drift Culture. And when he showed me the car for the first time, I was just in complete wow, because I've seen him from the beginning building this car till now, and it just came a very, very long way.
That's awesome.
I love hearing that. You know how bad my cars were in high school? Holy dude.
Adam's Mazda Protege.
My Protege
Holy.
5, the wagon.
I gotta say, thank God for the internet.
Yeah, I know,
Thank
right?
God I wasn't around.
I had an RX-7 in high school, but that's just because I was irresponsible.
Here we go.
No one can relate.
I had a Grand Caravan, okay, buddy.
Brother, it was $800.
I didn't even have my first car until I was like 21. So
21.
21. Driven's like a typically difficult to shoot on like the lower level. Did you find especially hard this year because of like how overcast it was?
Yeah, it was extremely dark down there. I got little to no photos down there for how pitch black it was.
Yeah.
It got a little bit brighter closer to the end when the sun was starting to shine finally. But then I hadn't eaten, so I was like, I need to go get some food in my system.
If only you were close to a place with a lot of food and one, call it a court.
Yeah, but it was extremely busy.
It was so busy.
Almost an hour to like get her and eat and get out of there.
I would have Uber Eats it, damn.
No, not even, buddy. Okay, the parking lot itself, like I think I showed up and it took me like an hour and a half just to park.
You Uber Eats it from the mall to the parking lot. I've done that before at busy car shows that were like next to a plaza. I've Uber Eats from the restaurant.
Have you
Big
considered
money
why-
bags
They walk
over
it
here.
over.
Jeez.
Millionaire.
20% off with Costco gift cards on Uber Eats to everybody watching.
You're so
Buy the gift
interesting.
cards. $80 for $100 worth of gift cards.
All right, next
Does-
week Yusuf's gonna bring in some gift cards. to
Yeah,
give away.
yeah.
I will
Yeah.
give one gift card.
Does
That is empty.
nearby parking for a car show kind of deter you guys from a show sometimes? Like
No.
depending on location?
Yeah.
If it's at the Markham
Yes.
Fairgrounds, I will not go.
Why? Oh,
'Cause you
because of the
can't get
uneven.
in and
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
depends. It depends. Like if you're going to a car show and expecting like a car meet outside, and you want to take your car and park up, that's a different thing. If you're just going to the car show, like let's say downtown, like if you're going to Import Expo or something like that, you're generally not going to be parking up in a place where many other people can see your car.
Right.
So it's like, well,
I just mean for attendance, like even if I'm just driving my daily. Just the
Oh.
hassle of having to fight in traffic to go to like Markham Fairgrounds. You
Oh,
sit
okay,
there for an
okay.
hour and a half to get in the show. That's enough for me not to do it.
yeah.
I'm old though. I don't take my advice on anything.
No, trust me. I
For a
was
car person,
ready
you'll
to
be
call it
dedicated.
quits. Like my back was hurting in the car, and I was like, I don't know if I can loop around this parking lot one more time.
Yeah. I always train down if there's a show in Toronto. Like I'm not driving.
You know what?
I-
That might be the move.
It's
Get on
and
the
then
GO
you just
train.
like it's the summer anyway.
See,
You just walk.
I don't have public transit in my area, so I already have to be
That's
in
true,
my
yeah.
car.
So I have 5 RX-7s.
Brother, I have 400,000 kilometers on
We should
my
just mute his
BMW.
mic. He's not being relatable.
I've actually been going downhill with
Jess, we
cars.
want to thank you very much for calling in and joining us, and also for supplying some of this awesome stuff for the show. Hopefully, we'll see you out at some local events. And yeah, speaking of
Yep.
which, is there something you're looking forward to locally this season that we should know about?
Yeah, what's the next big show?
I honestly, the one show I always look forward to is Import Fest.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one.
We're gonna be
I think
there.
that
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll be there.
I'm gonna have a car there,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
I will
Yusuf.
make
One
a
of those
guess here.
RX-7s.
I actually don't know what I'm bringing. out
Okay,
yet.
cool.
So-
Make sure you stop by the booth and say hi. We'll get you some free swag. or
Okay,
something
wait,
fun.
Yes.
One last question, Jess. Lewis Hamilton or Charles Leclerc?
What the hell?
Charles.
Oh my God. Okay.
Gang.
All right.
Only because we're afraid that Lewis is only coming just to retire with Ferrari. So
Probably right. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I'm going Charles over Lewis.
Fair enough.
You know what? I respect it.
As I'm wearing my Lewis hat today. Yeah,
Your old Lewis hat.
right. Old, yeah.
Jess, thank you very much.
Thank
and
you so
we'll
much.
see you sometime
Of
soon.
course,
Thank
of
you.
course. Have a
Thank
good
you, thank
day.
you.
See you later.
Thank you.
All right.
Sick.
That was fun. We got to see some cool events. One local.
It was a good show.
Was
a
it?
good show.
I should go to one sometime soon. I need to go
You
to a
will
local
never
show.
go
It's
to a
been
car
It's
show.
been a hot minute.
I'm getting roasted in the chat, saying that I look 21 now.
21.
mean-
Elriz.
Listen, guess how old Yusuf is.
We're not sharing ages here. It's not appropriate.
No, but they can guess.
But what we are sharing is some features. Like we mentioned last week, the bar has been raised. So where once you might get a feature with a car that's like here, you're going to have to be up here.
We're saying no and maybe more often.
Yes. And if you look at the board, if you direct your attention to the board over there, you'll see we made some decisions last week. We've moved some things around from the right columns. We've also kind of sorted some of the themes we see starting to stand out. You can see we probably need a few more. I know there's another EV that you don't see on the board. There's an EV converted Civic that's really, really sick. That's for sure going to be seen.
Yep.
There's probably some other stuff. I know there's one on the way in. I just contacted the owner. We're going to see a really sick, very customized 370Z in the near future.
Oh.
So be
And
ready.
if you were previously in that selected pile, or if you did see your car previously on that board and it is taken off now, don't be scared.
Guess what? No, we're
No,
kidding.
no,
We
no.
burned it.
We have them. We have them
On a shrine.
in a shrine. We go
The
there
past
every
Meg
morning.
shrine.
Yeah.
And we pray.
And we say,
We have a whole stack of yet to be fully categorized features. Some of you are already yeses. You're already in. There's a good chance we'll figure out our themes a little more locked down very soon. But for now, these are the ones we know we have a theme for.
Yeah.
We also have a column. If you see between selected and maybe, there's a column of 5 cars. That is the follow up with you column. So we're going to see if you did all the things you said you were going to do by the time we get to your.
And don't get
to your
confused.
feature.
Follow up with bills
Yeah.
to follow.
So-
yeah, do not confuse me.
And
True, true.
If you don't see, sorry, we spent a painstaking 3 minutes last week categorizing trucks away from the EVs.
Subject to change. This
Well,
can all change.
If you have a Tesla, it's not going in the truck issue.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
That's not subject to changing.
So
Yes.
I was just looking at the board here, and I didn't see what it said like at the top right corner.
The Nissan.
I thought it said knee pain,
Oh,
and I was like, why are we like
is
really low
synonymous with
cars or
owning an old
something?
Nissan.
The
Like,
knee pain
I'm
issue would actually be
confused.
pretty good.
I wrote.
yeah, see, it kind of looks like.
I wrote.
I mean, I can't
I
reach
am a
that
knee
far,
pain
but
enthusiast.
Trucks.
knee
Big
pain.
knee pain guy.
Big
I'm gonna
knee pain guy.
everybody that auto swap their cars.
But yeah,
Truth.
as we move into the features, keep in mind that if we roast something about your car, we are not roasting you unless you are clearly a bad decision maker. And we'll also give you some advice on what you could do better. You know, we say it out of love. I think you can all do better. So
If
do
it's
better.
not out of love, I will make it very explicit that it is not out of love.
But yeah, don't get your feelings hurt. Let's roll into the first features. Oh snap! What?
This is cool.
I love it already.
This is
I'm in
cool.
love.
Yes.
Al Griffith, Datsun. Oh, I love these old Datsun trucks, man.
I give it a yes.
Is that a fender
I think it's
exit
AJ, by
in
the
the
way.
front?
What's that? What's that? Logo in the behind the grill? Is that the Hundreds logo?
This
I think
is
it's
very
a horn,
cool.
my brother.
That is crazy.
I don't like his interior, to be honest. It's very boring, but I like the truck overall.
It's supposed to be boring.
Oh,
You're boring.
Surprise!
jump scare! Edmund's here.
Who is that?
For those of you that don't know Edmund, that is him.
Oh my God! Wow. Yo, you can.
He should have put his face right here.
So this is not a truck you help your friends move in.
Well, it could be
This is
just
so
if
cool.
they only if they have many items.
If you live in a really small Toronto condo, maybe.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
I want to know its purpose.
No floor?
Driving.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Drive
Like show truck.
fast.
This
Oh,
is
fun
side
driver.
exit exhaust.
I'm assuming fun driver.
I think fun driver. This is rad. Also, what
Oh.
kind of bodywork are the fenders? Just cool fenders? Hang on.
Yeah,
Before
dude,
I continue to ask
Those are
rhetorical
those
questions,
are
I'll
like
pull up a spec
paint
list.
match colored Takata straps.
I've
Those are
never
sick.
seen anything like this.
Me either. Not in this shape.
Mm,
The mic
Yes.
is far from my face. Sorry, buddy. Let's take a
Wow.
look at the spec list before we talk to AJ because I'm very excited.
I
to
wonder
hear
how
what he's saying.
functional those
It's in Utah.
side mirrors are.
Holy moly! You want to play guess the
ravioli?
horsepower?
750.
600 horsepower in this
Wow.
little baby truck.
6?
This would be ridiculous. It's a
That'll be
327
so fun.
V8,
Oh, those are V8.
V8
small block
motor.
Chevy baby with a G45 turbo. This rocks.
A 1UZ would have been a bit cooler. Don't at me.
Wait, is this a drift truck?
Toyota Datsun.
Is
yeah.
this a drift truck?
Is it?
It would make
He
sense.
says we wanted a low drift truck. AJ, you with us, dog?
AJ? You madman.
Hello, sir.
This is it.
Welcome.
AJ, where are you
Welcome
at?
to the podcast, dog. Please tell me this 1967 Datsun is used for drifting.
It is a full drift truck. Yes, it is.
I love
Nice.
you.
Oh,
I
God, that's
love
so
it.
scary.
This is so rad. The fenders, the whole like front fender thing, that's a shape I've never seen before. Can you walk us through that? Is that like custom metal bodywork? What's happening there?
So we just fully made that, just plasma cut it, kind of like Rocket Bunny inspired
Holy shit.
wide body, if you will.
It is done
But it
really
is all
well.
metal, yeah, and welded together into the body, so it's like part of the body, you know.
And then what's happening in the front bumper? Or what is like the front lip specifically? Kind of bumper extension, air dam.
That is a front lip off of a 280Z.
I knew it looked
Oh.
familiar.
So we cut it and fiberglassed it more square to fit the truck, but it's off one of those 280Z Nissans.
Yeah, okay. Do the air dams in the front of it actually lead somewhere on the truck too? Because that'd be really cool.
No, sadly no.
I kind of figured as much. This is.
I mean, I guess we
wicked.
probably get air in there to the turbo, probably.
Wow.
What inspired this? This is very like unique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
what was
my
like the
next
idea
question.
behind it?
Did your
Why?
grandparents give you this truck and then you just
No, this is just me and my dad going full crazy.
Love that.
Hell
That's
yeah, dude.
sick.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm a yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Much
it's not
hesitation.
even like super modified. I mean,
Well,
I guess it is.
I had
Yeah.
to have
It's
to
engine swapped. It's metal bodywork.
Yeah.
Which is
Pushing like
probably the
3,
coolest
4
part.
times the
It's got a
manufacturer's
Fat
horsepower.
600 horsepower. And if you
Wait,
drift
what's
this
not very
thing-
modified? I'm actually curious.
I don't know. It's not like an overwhelming spec list, but I think I'm fine with that. I don't think it ever needs to be an overwhelming spec list.
Mm-hmm.
You put some thought into the interior. It's like properly, you stayed true to that like retro styling. It's pretty simplistic, but the really nice seats, the matched harnesses, and the wood grain everything on the handles is really sick. Where do you drift this thing? Do you go to drift events and like tandem with people? Is that how you treat this thing?
That's terrible.
Oh, we have a track out here. We have a couple beater drift cars. This thing's like a little nice, so we
Yeah.
don't really we don't take it out there a ton.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
we've
fair.
taken it out once or twice. We did take it to a car show. We took it to who did we take it to? The import face off out here we had.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dude, this thing is so fun that I don't care if there's like
We
anything
have a
wrong
big
with it.
parking lot, so we mess around. We mess around a lot in it.
Jamie says you have more than one crazy build.
What?
like today or these guys. You have more than one crazy build. What else you got going on?
I got a K truck with a Fiat motor in it.
What the hell?
Fun.
Okay,
That
so
sounds
you're
like a
Something
weird
weird
car.
swap, yeah.
Sounds like a weird car.
Big truck guy.
should send that for a
Very,
weird
very
stuff
interesting.
issue. We do have a weird stuff issue starting to form there.
Mhm.
So-
Yeah, this is awesome.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Let me take a look here.
I don't really have any more questions. This is very cool.
Yeah.
I do. Is this paint?
Yeah, it's painted, so it's paint with a matte clear coat on it.
Oh my God! There you go. There you go. You just set him off. Adam is extremely happy.
Just put it in
He's
the
crashing out in the right
put it in
way
the
this
truck
week.
Issue.
Yeah.
Put it in the trucks issue.
He just overdosed off your car.
That's awesome.
Next week. This is just this week's.
Hey, well, I think that's all the questions we have. Thank you so much for your time. The truck kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, dude.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me on.
course.
And submit your other car. We
Yeah.
definitely want to see that as well.
Okay, I'll submit the K truck too.
Please do.
I will.
Yeah, we put it under selected for now because I have no room in the categories we made over to the side.
No.
Truck looks full, but we're gonna
Okay.
recategorize
Would
this
that
every
go
couple
in?
weeks.
Would that go in Nissan or truck? What's your guys's?
I say truck just because
Yeah,
we're looking for
truck.
more cool little
It
trucks
is
truck.
truck
I'm
because
little
it's
truck
also a
fan.
Chevy engine, right?
But it's also a Nissan.
and big old Chevy block.
Chevy block.
Small block. You know.
Small block Chevy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Small block
I
Chevy.
appreciate your vision with that truck, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
We'll talk to you again
Thank you.
soon,
Thank
dude.
you.
Hey, and we got a shout out from Rusted and Busted.
Yeah.
Oh, he donated $5.
Macaronis!
Yeah.
I can finally
Thank
eat.
you.
Love you, dog. Now we can get used to some lunch.
All right.
Oh.
You know that
Choo
that
choo,
truck
get that
reminds me of
donation
something.
train moving.
That reminds me of
Yusuf can now buy another RX-7.
one of our
More
one of
than
our
I can
friends
afford,
at
pal.
Throttle Thrashers is building one of those Datsun trucks, except he's putting some absolute batshit stuff into the engine bay. I can't really reveal it yet. I don't know if he's announced it or not, but he's got one of those on the go.
Announce it now.
Can't wait.
Ruin it for him.
Announce it.
Be on the lookout for a Datsun truck with a ridiculous
I can't
engine swap.
remember when I've ever actually seen a Datsun truck in person.
That's because up here they're all rusted.
Yeah,
to the
they're all
ground.
Yeah, I don't
They're
think I've
very
seen one.
cool looking, and that with like the custom metal bodywork. That's so
Yeah,
nice.
it's
That's a
so
lot
cool.
of work that went
I'm a
into
big
it.
I'm
fan.
excited to
Okay.
see more
It
of
has so much
that.
character.
I guess that's exactly the same category you'd put that A86
I like that we
in.
get to look at it again. Look at the engine bay. We didn't even see that.
Remember the
before.
A86, and you would say it wasn't extremely modified, but taking an
Right.
old car and making it look good.
Yeah,
That's
What is
true.
not extremely modified about this guy? You guys are stupid.
No, I'm
it's pretty modified, but it's not
extremely.
like over the top. Like, oh my god, my spec list is 7 miles long. And
But I'm saying just because he didn't
Blah,
write it, it's
blah.
clearly very
Yeah.
modified.
it is.
cool.
It is built
and
from
this-
the ground
we
up.
sound like a broken record, but this is a good example of like the car has so much character and it's so well put together that like even if there were some things that are wrong with it, I don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cool personality.
On a more rhyming note, we have another car owned by Brandon Rendon.
That's a great
That's a
name.
hell of a segue.
Whoa. Sick.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa,
Those are the ugliest flares I've ever seen in my life.
the fenders are
The
strange.
front ones or the rears?
Both.
That engine bay is next level. That's,
I
Yeah,
don't-
the powder coating's insane.
I don't.
so
I don't
It
mind
might
the
be
front
fast.
fenders. Front fenders are fine. It's just the
pull it
rears.
through.
I would have wished they were molded, but
Well, the bumper gap's not good either.
let's see.
that is a strange kit. It's not like
That
I hate
front
it or
lip is
love it, it's
definitely
just
I hate it
strange.
personally.
Ooh, spooky.
Let's play guess the horsepower again. Anyone want to take a guess?
Uh,
It's not like oh my god, but it's
Do we
fast.
trust horsepower sheets anymore when it comes to Hondas with turbos here?
Damn.
340.
Honestly, barely.
340.
But oh, he's backed it up. It's the most insane. Yeah. There's a lot. Keep
It's a
going.
lot.
Keep
At
going.
least 12.
How much?
Keep going.
420.
450.
Ah,
I don't know if
So
that's
close.
wheel. But,
that's
that's a lot. I don't know if you guys
that's
have
a lot of
driven
torque
small
steer.
cars
Yeah.
before.
Jeez,
Small front
Oh,
wheel drive cars.
That's a
That
scary
is
friend in the back.
almost too much power.
that's I swear anything
I
over
love it.
three.
This is probably very fun to drive. Visually,
It's not
Low
fun
key,
to look at.
It's not fun to look at. that's
Those rear
how I feel,
quarters?
I'm sorry. Those are
Who
Yeah.
let that
those
person
are-
have CAD?
those are scary rear quarters. This
No,
is probably insanely fun to drive.
I do like those seats though.
I don't.
It's kind of like dragon scale.
They're ugly, but
The
at least they're
engine is
reps.
very good. Holy moly!
Yusuf's really going in.
It's a B18 with a GSR head and like built everything.
I just want to know about the kit.
I mean, it's a fast car. It gets driven.
Was the kit a prank?
Damn.
What
my
what
God,
what
you're
is the kit? What do we know? What?
We can ask
It
him.
is Track Life Composites wide fenders with carbon fiber inserts and Rockets with a Z rear wide overlays.
Oh, Rocket Z makes Rep 34 GTR bumpers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's the same company?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm assuming. At
Cool
least.
custom stuff. Side splitters, rear diffusers, carbon fiber lips, fender gussets. I mean, that was clearly custom.
Oh yeah, they're Canadian.
Wait,
Which
is
is
Canadian?
No, the
Oh.
like
Oh,
Rockets.
the company. Let's talk to Brandon. Brandon, are you with us, dog?
I am here.
Yo, what's going on,
Hello.
man?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
This looks fun to drive, dude. How fast is it?
Yeah. How many times do you have to change your pants during your drive?
So I haven't actually driven it in a while. Once I kind of went a little wild with it, I don't have like a whole lot of money to fix things if they go wrong. So
Yeah.
it's I'm gonna admit it. It's definitely a trailer queen.
-1
So-
cool point.
What made you go with this kit?
So they don't make an actual wide body for the USDM Integra, so I kind of had to piece together and make my own. Track Life Composites make wider front fenders, but they're mainly for track use for wide front tires. So I just kind of incorporated it to make it into a wide body on my car. They don't make any rear overlays, so I found this company Rockets that had it just as it looked weird with just the front being wide without the rear, so
That's
I had
fair.
to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
This is a
Ooh, the trunk
strange
setup.
question that more people need to be asked. Why don't you like stock body? Why did you want a wide body?
Every build of mine has just been wild and crazy. I don't like spending thousands of dollars just to look like another car.
Mhm.
So I try to do things out of the box to be
All right, I respect
different.
it.
I like custom parts that nobody else has. So that's mainly it, just to kind of stand out and be different.
That makes sense.
I
This is
respect
definitely
it.
something we haven't seen before. I can say that.
I will say though, it is refreshing that like all these FRS builds that generally, like Yusuf was saying, like there's one kit or whatever they all
Yeah,
have
yeah,
one
yeah.
kit. So pretty much like at the end of the day they all look very similar. I will say, I haven't seen any Integra with a wide body that looks anything like this, which is insane.
Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, I do appreciate OEM plus builds and everything. It definitely takes a lot of work and time, finding rare parts and this and that. But it's just, again, I'm just kind of out of the box, wild, try to be different.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
the-
say do your thing.
The
How
front,
old are
the
you?
front lip, I will admit, came out. That's a custom one of one build. It did come out way bigger than I was planning. I had this vision of a lip splitter, all one piece combo, and I did when I put it on the car. It is a little extreme.
Yeah, it is a little wide. Out of curiosity, Brandon, how old are you?
41.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, dude. So
Yeah,
what have
so
you
I
built
do come
before?
from that kind of Fast and Furious era.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
tell. I
yes,
can
that
see the
makes sense.
influences for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you built before this car?
So my first show car was actually back in the early 2000s. It was a 98 Saturn SC2.
Holy moly.
It was a fully custom build, custom kit that was originally for a Honda Civic that I cut, molded fiberglass to fit. I boosted it. It was a fully custom kit. At the time, there was only like 4 other Saturns in Texas that were boosted. So I had that car, did a lot to it, took it to a lot of shows. And then wildfire came, burnt my house down, burnt the car to the ground. And so I haven't built anything this extreme since then. Everything else was pretty mild, just wheels lowered, looked good. I had a bunch of Nissans, pretty much every Nissan you can think of. And so this was the first car that I got that I don't know what it was that made me just want to go extreme and build another show car, but it just happened.
Sorry, so I can't see in the photos. What kind of seats and harnesses are those?
So the seats are just eBay seats. I think they're like Brom knockoffs.
Yeah.
I'm going with some different seats right now. I'm actually working with a company for a full carbon seat. I'm actually in the process of another build. It's a JDM right-hand drive Type R clone. So that one's going to be more of the M&M wide body kit, a lot of JDM parts, stuff like that.
They're operating good wide bodies.
Didn't you just say you didn't have enough money to drive this thing around?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's all my money's going to the new build. I'm not doing much with this one anymore.
Yeah. Last thing you want to do
the
is
engine build looks
break
sweet.
something.
This looks like a fun
I'm not sure who
engine to
welded
riff
that
around.
intake, but definitely a welder.
Yeah, that was a local buddy of mine. I was in a bind and I needed something really quick, so he knocked that out within like a couple days and got it to me.
Checks out the buddy that can do it cheaper.
Classic.
Yeah, I was in a deadline trying to make it to a show. I had the little 2.5-inch pipe originally. I wanted to go 3-inch.
Honestly,
So,
we've all been there, man.
Yeah.
It's always the last few seconds before a show. It's like, oh shoot, what do we do? I remember Yusuf's RX-7 before auto show downtown. Yeah,
still drove it.
Yeah, still drove it.
I will say, don't buy eBay seats. This is a PSA to our viewers. That's like critical safety component.
Well, he doesn't drive it, so it doesn't matter all that much.
I guess if you're not going to drive it, then whatever.
And that was kind of one of the main things. I knew I wasn't driving. I knew I was building it for mainly show cars. So everything else on the car is pretty much all name brand. And at the time, I just didn't want to spend $1,000 on some seats that I didn't really need the safety issue for.
Yeah,
I get that.
By that logic, technically, you don't need an engine.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but
all
the
right.
engine, but it gets me more points at shows. So.
Yeah. Well, since it's clearly a show car, it doesn't get driven, so that's -1 cool point. But it's still, you put a lot of work into it. It's a very unique build. I'm going to list this as a maybe for the time being. Julia, because you can reach the maybe column, could you just pin that over there?
Yes, sir.
Brandon, I want to thank you for submitting regardless and for for joining us here on the call. I think we'll probably be in touch at some point, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, especially with that right-hand drive Type R.
Yeah, we want to see what happens next, dude. That's
yeah,
exciting.
definitely. I'm still waiting on the wide body to come in. I've been waiting 9 months for it to come in from Japan. So
Overnight parts from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at a standstill right now. But once the kit comes in, I'll go full force with it.
All right,
There we
man.
go.
Well, thanks for calling in, and hopefully we hear back from you soon, and that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Thanks for
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
See you later, man. All right.
This is a build.
All right, to the next one.
On to the next.
Seriously, don't put
one.
eBay seats in your car if you're going to drive it. That's not safe.
Or steering wheels, for that matter.
And by eBay, I mean knockoff. That's
The only
a terrible way
interior
to put
eBay part that you could safely put on your car, I still wouldn't, but you can, is a shift knob.
LED lighting.
Oh, head unit.
And we got a Mustang.
Drew Jackson with
wow.
the what are the Mustang generations even? S550? Is that what we're talking
S550,
about?
SN95 Mustang.
Wow.
Shout out photos by CG. Took this photo. I
Good
believe
photographer.
he's in the
What up,
chat
dog?
here today.
Photo by
Oh,
CG.
Shout out.
Shout out, Chris.
Let me pull up a spec list because I'm curious.
Oh.
All I see is some bolt-on flares. Let's see.
I'm going to use right now as a reminder to everybody, make sure to comment ProForm and or a funny comment to do with ProForm and a good comment to do with anything you decide to do, and you can win a nice set of high-quality AN wrenches.
Yeah.
We are giving away a prize at the end of every single episode.
All right, so for performance mods, it says full bolt-ons and Pro Tune.
Can I have the pink one?
That is very
Everyone gets a-
non-descriptive, but
Everyone gets one to hold.
Precision Turbo
Both.
upgraded. Wait,
Look how fun.
which engine do you think this has?
It's an EcoBoost.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you tell?
Because usually 5-liter people like to put the badge on the front, the back, the side, the
Oof.
roof, the hood, the door,
Oof.
the left door, the right door.
I teed that one up for you. You're welcome.
I like it. What wheels are those, though, is the question.
I'll do Adam. Look.
It says 3-piece wheels. Whoa.
But you're a little loose over there.
Wait, it
We're
just
having
says
fun.
3-piece wheels?
I
It
got a
doesn't say
screw
what
loose,
kind?
but you can't fix it with that kind of
It
wrench.
doesn't say what kind of 3-piece
It
wheels?
just says 3-piece
Sorry,
wheels.
we weren't paying
I
attention.
love when people wide body their car just to put it on reps.
Hardjoy and I got distracted. What's happening with this build?
It's N Mustang on reps.
A lot of the mods are unnamed, which makes me
Oh, okay.
question the
Quality.
quality. Custom wide body, 3-piece wheels, quote unquote. wrapped and PPF'd, tinted.
Quality with a K.
Full bolt-ons. I want to know what full bolt-ons means. I can't see
Intake downpipe and tune, yo.
He didn't cheap out on the underglow.
North Carolina.
At least.
Oh, no, sorry?
The lighting.
On the underglow.
The lighting actually looks fire.
The lighting is really fire. The wheels are not.
The wheels.
They're Blitz 03 rep.
Yeah, I'm not on board with the wheels.
But
you know what?
I guess Blitz 03s you can re-barrel to make
well,
it wide
326
enough,
Power
right?
has the licensing to make the 326 Power Yaba King, which is a Blitz 03
Essentially.
style, and the Blitz 03 is an Amistad Charm originally, and Blitz allows
Wasn't there that whole thing with them that their one-piece wheels are essentially reps, but
Of
they're
Blitz?
they're three-piece?
Of who, sorry?
326.
No, they're all made by work.
Really?
All 326 Power wheels are made by work.
The 326 Power one-piece wheels.
All made by work.
Oh, never mind that.
That's enough yapping about wheels. Let's talk to Drew.
Hey,
Drew, you with us, dog?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I think the number one question floating around the table is, what are the wheels?
Heritage, Abusa, I think it's what's called, 3-piece wheels.
You had me, then
Gotcha.
you lost me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you... Wait. GT500 front fascia. Oh, that's why it looks like that. Is that a legitimate, like, the GT500 front bumper, and it just bolts on and ta-da, it's over?
No, it's by 777 Performance. It's just, I mean, it's not an actual GT500 front bumper, but a couple different companies make an aftermarket GT500 style.
Interesting. I'm surprised they haven't been hit with that Ford cease and desist a la TJ Hunt.
Oh,
Adam loves Ford.
It looks like you got a lot of stuff done to the interior as well. Oh, jeez.
Starlight headliners.
Oh, yeah, I
sick.
see this.
Big fan.
Oh, nice. That's so cool.
This is all done by Carolina Stant Shop down in Greenville,
Holy
South
moly.
Carolina. It's a custom rear
nice.
seat delete wrapping through the trunk, all hard line,
Oh, damn.
wrapped in white gator skin.
Okay, that's kind of fire.
Can't really see the gator skin there.
We saw it a bit in that
DS18
video.
subs.
Man, that must be baller at night.
I was just
Holy-
about to say that. Like, it
Bronze
lights
tape
up the whole
and arms.
back.
Distracted driving final boss.
Oh yeah, at night it looks really cool.
Engine-wise,
Yeah.
you list full bolt-ons and a precision turbo upgrade. What else is going on in there?
So it is upgraded wastegate, precision turbo, bolt-on, downpipe, intake, exhaust, MDRP exhaust with a high-flow catted downpipe. On these cars, you actually get a little bit more power with the factory air box with like a K&N filter. So that's what I did there.
Same as BRZ's.
Yep. It's pro-tuned. Putting out right around 500 horsepower on 93. There's also water meth injection on the car by AEM. So that helps a little bit with everything. But car is more of a show build than a performance build when I first got it.
Of course.
Yeah, I wanted to do some performance stuff, just a few simple bolt-ons, but it quickly turned more towards a show build. So I wanted to make the engine bay look pretty. Everything you see there is real carbon fiber and the engine bay. But yeah, it was it's definitely meant to be pretty more than perform, but it can. I mean, for a
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
it's pretty peppy.
Okay.
Is it a manual or the 10-speed?
6-speed.
Oh, it's a 6-speed.
yeah.
Okay.
I will say the trunk install / rear seat delete is super baller.
That's
That is
so
really
sick.
cool,
Very good.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
love it.
You
yeah,
can
wanted
put
to
your
do something different.
skis and snowboard in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is a wrap. I know you guys asked that. It's done by Union Customs here locally. He does great work. We just changed the wrap beginning of this year. It's just more of a Tiffany blue color now.
Hell yeah.
And with PPF carbon fiber on the roof and on the trunk.
Okay.
I asked the last guy this question. What kind of seats are those?
Brom.
Okay.
He's all Brom stuff in there.
Brom
okay.
seats, Brom harnesses, and that's a Brom harness bar.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's
Where do you guess it? I'm at like a decent maybe.
I'm in
Like I'm
straight
somewhere
maybe.
in the middle. Yeah. I think we need to figure out some themage issues and figure out where we can put it and where it kind of lines up with the other stuff we've already
Did we
said
get
yes to.
like
Yeah.
the domestic boys in the chat? Like
Right?
the
Mustang owners, let us know how you feel.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the wrong crowd to be asking.
They're looking for a crowd.
See, the issue with Mustang owners is they don't always like me because you got the
Oh,
purists.
That's okay,
They
man.
drive their
It's not a
5.0s
5.0.
and-
Yeah.
Right.
Do your
They
thing.
don't want you to do anything to the car but leave it stock. So
Yeah, that's
actually,
boring. Those
you get
people
some
are
hate
weird.
from the Mustang guys sometimes.
Those
That's
people are
true, yeah.
weird. There's a lot of stuff I like on this. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. I really like the GT500 front bumper thing. Like I said, I love the trunk and the rear seat delete install and the way you set it
Lighting,
all up. The
insane.
lighting
Yeah.
is on point.
Could be worse.
Color
Could be a
scheme.
Corvette.
I'm not a light blue guy, but the color scheme is fire. The
Yeah.
white and the blue is looking good. I love the underglow that matches the two of them.
I
It's
love
really
that he's
sick.
wearing a blue shirt that matches as
Oh,
well.
I didn't even catch that.
Oh.
Thief.
I gotta say the wrap is
Execute
nice.
form-
The wrap does
Oh,
look
right.
good, and I'm not a blue car or a wrap car
I really
guy, so
hate the
hell yeah.
wheels.
I do dislike
Or
the wheels a
Yusuf.
little. Julia, would you mind sticking this on the maybe column behind you? Please, and thank you?
Oh, King Julia.
You can ignore him.
King Julia. Please put it on the board.
He
Good
says,
lord.
okay.
Can we pull up a picture of Mort?
We gotta get this guy out of here.
Don't forget to comment ProForm if you want to win an AN wrench set.
Drew, thank you very much for joining us and for submitting. We really appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you.
And good chance we'll
No
talk to you again
problem.
soon, man.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
See ya.
That was very unique. I've never seen
One
like
of the builds
that.
of all time.
I don't hate it.
I
but
don't
it's
hate it
not
either.
It's not an immediate yes. From
I
me.
know-
I'm not a fan.
Nothing's like
Yusuf
jumped
hates it,
out and
but-
been like an oh my god since the truck. And
Yeah.
even the truck was like, it gets there. But I need like an oh my god. Someone give me one.
See, we said we upped our standards. No more Mr. Nice Guys
I
and
did up
Julia.
the standard. Julia's still going to be our nice voice of reason.
Absolute Electronics
We
says
have-
Mustang owners, just like Corvette owners, keep it stock, get off my lawn.
Accurate, actually.
See,
I'm
we
s-
have this vertical of the table that are being realists.
We're corner balanced.
Corner balance.
Well,
You know what you can corner balance yourself with? A set of ProForm scales.
Hey.
Facts.
Which is kind
Bam.
rest assured that at some point there will be ProForm scales in this pool of
They're
things.
so ProForm
I
scales are
do
sick.
not quote me on that. I do not know if that is fact, but it's probably a
I
thing.
don't know. Maybe you'll have to watch and find out.
Oh, here we go. Hardjohn should be in sales, man.
Oh, babe.
So,
pulling them
moving
out
on
again.
to the next feature. Wait, is there two cars?
Is that it?
What's
I'm
happening?
confused.
GS?
Wait, is this one guy, two cars? How'd he drive them to the spot?
One guy.
Why does that bottom
Two
look like?
cars.
Why does that bottom one look like you explaining an E46 M3 to somebody on the phone?
No,
I like it.
He's
I don't know.
I
what-
like it too.
Is
This
that the
is-
Cima on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's
literally
kind of fire.
yin yang right here. That's
Yeah.
so baller. That's so sick.
Yeah, they complement each
They're
other.
best
Not gonna lie, I
friends.
like them both.
It's
Let's
like
let's see more about it.
you know what
Hold
I
on.
like is you could take the wheels off both and swap them, and they would still look baller. That's kind of sick.
James Tinarella says a show build on reps doesn't proform.
Oh, James.
Save that for the funniest contest.
Respect.
Man. Funniest comment contest. Okay, submitting two cars in one feature is gonna get confusing, but I'm gonna read these.
That's a hard flex.
What if they have the exact same mod? No, that would be weird, right?
All the different platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
well,
gonna
you could
say.
do whatever
I-
you want.
I will say a lot of people do not. I don't see a lot of first gen GSs modified.
No, I don't see a lot of first gen GSs at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see.
Never
them
mind
ever.
modified.
Yeah, but and so I. Is it weird to say
Junction
that? I
produce
think
badge.
I think it should go in a weird issue.
Junction
No, this
produce.
is like-
this
I
is
think-
VIP almost.
This is VIP or
depending
weird.
on, I saw. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. I saw the Junction Produce badge, and then I saw the curtains, and it's all coming together.
And look at the wheels that they both have.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Or actually, what the
Very
GS300
fast.
has, not this. Actually, no, the
Wait.
Cimas are pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
it's pretty
One's a
good.
Junction Produce body kit. Is that what the Cima's on?
Wait, what?
These
no,
are.
it's got to be
this
the
is-
GS. It's got to be the GS.
Okay.
This is straight VIP issue, if you ask me.
Is this?
Yeah, I love.
Is this
everything
cover worthy?
about this. I don't know if we're there yet. You hold your horses, bud.
Hard on, don't you ever dare say
Hold your
cover.
horses there, bud.
We don't make any.
You haven't been
promises.
here long enough to be cover choosing yet.
It's hard because there's not one spec. I mean, there's one spec list, and I don't know which one is which. It's just a list of mods.
The one with Toyota parts is probably for the Toyota.
Oh, damn, that's so smart. If only any of these said Toyota. I see Euro headlights, Ganador carbon print mirrors. That's
Sick.
okay. So we're looking at the Lexus then.
Yeah.
That helps.
Oh, these
The-
were selected as a special for Rich.
Oh, our
That checks
in-house
out.
VIP man.
A VIP.
Let's talk to him. Rene, you with us?
Rene.
I'm here.
What
Hey,
up,
how's it
dude?
going,
Hello.
man?
All right, I have some
How's everybody
questions.
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm confused though. Your spec list is all the GS?
No, so the spec list is part GS, part Cima.
That's cheating.
Surely you can tell this is confusing.
Or I don't know. Maybe I forgot what I put on.
Okay, so let me read this to you, and you tell me which one we're looking at. Junction
Okay.
Produce body kit, obviously GS. Euro
Both
two-piece headlights.
Oh, both cars?
Wait,
Both cars.
That
are
is a-
full Junction Produce.
Oh,
that's fire.
Is that a side mirror? What?
That's cute.
This is so fire. Okay.
This is what I mean by we like cool builds here.
Junction Produce,
Sleaze, guys.
fog lights, hood wing, roof
Ooh.
wing, and grill.
This is
Both cars.
insane.
Yeah, you're in. That's
No, fair
friggin'
play, fair
crazy. This is really sick, dude. I think this would be really cool as a special double feature. First of all, two very unique platforms that I love very much. I love Cimas, however you want to say it. I never see them, especially up here. I think we have one.
I've
Literally
never
one
ever
alone.
seen one.
There's
Oh,
one
yeah,
and
they're
one.
rare.
Did you build these at the same time or one then the other?
So actually, the Lexus was built back in 2003,
Holy moly.
and that's how it's been since. Other than adding the rare parts and finding parts along the way, the Lexus has been like that since 03, 04.
That's crazy. Did you buy it in its form, or did you build it in 2000?
No, so I ended up building it in 03. So
Respect.
I bought that Lexus back in 1999, and I started Googling parts, on my dial-up internet back in the days. And I couldn't find anything for that car. All it was, Stillin, I think, made some body parts for it and some performance parts, but not really like what I was looking for. So my brother was actually stationed overseas, and he would send me options magazines. And one day I was just scrolling through the magazines, and I see this Aristo, and I'm like, oh, what is that? And so I started Googling that, and I came upon a website called Junction Produce. So I emailed them, and I saw on their website, it was all in Japanese, so I couldn't understand it. All I saw was pictures, and I saw my car. It was a JZS 147. So I ended up emailing them, and they never emailed me back. Never emailed me back. So I was kind of bummed out a little bit, still searching, still checking out that site. Well, 2 months later, I get a little pop-up notification on their website saying that they will be at Super Auto Box in, I think it was Orange County back in the day, and they were going to have a demo car there. So I went to that demo meet, and I saw for the first time a fully built Junction Produce GS 400 second generation. And that's when I met John from VIP Style Cars, and we got together and we started talking, and I told him, hey, I need this kit. How'd you get it? Well, he was trying to import the VIP scene into the US, so I went through him, and long story short, it took 2 years to get that body kit to the States. Yeah.
Especially
I
early
almost gave up.
2000s? Yeah.
It was early 2000s, yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it paid off.
That is...
I'm like fully a yes. I
Yeah,
said that
the
at
more video footage rolls of the GS, the more
the
I'm
more things,
falling in love
because at
with
the
it.
beginning I'm like, oh, it's just a slammed first gen GS, cool. But the more we're looking at the video and like, wait, is that the mirror wipers? Like, I want those.
It's
A
perfected.
little attention to detail, two-piece brake rotor. This is really nice.
And did you do anything to the engine or anything like that, or?
It's a VG.
So the engine, unfortunately, since I'm in California, smog is king here. So I've wanted to turbo that car for so long, but it just runs so good.
Hey,
and
Jay Leno
it's so
Classic
reliable.
rolls soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Leno's Law passes and I'm able to do stuff to it. It is
Hell
a
yeah.
93, so I'll have to wait a couple more years. But
Oh, right.
once that passes, I should be able to. I will be turboing it. I'll do the turbo
Awesome.
modifications
Dude,
to it.
we will follow up with you about that. I'm writing that on the sheet.
Hell yeah, bro.
I am a massive fan of both these cars. I know Harjon is as well.
Me.
And sounds like everybody is. I think this is a unanimous yes. I
This
can't
is-
see
yeah.
any reason why these don't go in the VIP.
I see
issue.
zero reason why this
The
wouldn't.
Junction Produce kit is so fire, and the execution and how these are put together is really nice.
Whoa!
Thank you.
I didn't even take in that the rear seats, the little thing that comes down, normally doesn't have a cup holder in it, but that Junction Produce thing adds cup holders to it.
Yes, it does.
So the full interior on the Lexus is actually from VIP'd out, and everything else is Junction Produce. Junction Produce down to the wheels. Those are the Junction Produce Scaras. Full, I think it's a 13-piece kit on the Lexus. It covers it. basically, if you guys ever seen a first gen GS300, they kind of look really round.
Yeah.
Roundish. Yeah. So that kit actually accents everything, makes it a little bit more boxy, and that's what I loved about that kit. The exhaust is junction produce. The grill is junction produce.
I had no idea they even made exhausts.
This guy's loyal.
Wow.
That took 10 years to find.
Oh, jeez.
10 years to find that exhaust.
Just
that
for
was
the
pretty
effort
much the only
alone.
thing that was missing on
That's
that car.
amazing.
I love how there's such a background story to this car and how it continues to like get better every single like
I love
time
how
you
he's
find
not
a new
like, yeah, I just
part.
wanted to build a show car, so I put reps and lowered it and
He's like,
called
oh
it
my
a day."
god, guys, they released 3G. Let me go look for more parts now. It's
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. That's so sick.
Thank you.
Big win.
The air suspension on the Lexus is actually a first generation Acura suspension. That's how old that air suspension is.
This is like, this belongs in a museum. You know that, right? It's just, it's kind of cool.
My kids tell me that all the time too. They're waiting to take over the car. It's so funny.
Yeah, if you ever want to adopt, I'm ready, man.
Thank you.
Well, dude, thank you very much for your
you.
effort on both of these over 20-year span, which is absolutely badass, and also for submitting them and thinking of us when it came time to showcase these things. I would be honored to throw these in the VIP issue, and I cannot wait to write about them. Thank
oh
you
my
very
god,
much,
thank
Rene.
you so much. Greatly appreciate that.
I love weird platforms done well.
Real quick, that Cima is actually one of the first VIP cars from Japan. That was built back in 1990.
Whoa.
And it has a history to it, and I keep finding it as I'm searching the web and stuff, and I keep seeing that car like at Tokyo Auto Salon, at Auto Mise. It was the CEO's car of Junction Produce. And,
what?
Yeah, to this day I have it, and that's why I haven't really touched it, because I want to keep it original to how it was in the 90s.
Hell yeah.
That engine bay, I want to rip that engine out and repaint everything, but I want to keep it how it was back in the day. And that was one of the first Junction Produce cars built. It even has a nameplate and a plaque saying
That's
that
crazy.
it's built by them.
That is insane. Yeah, dude, we respect your efforts and then the history
Big
knowledge.
respect.
You're not just like buying parts off the shelf and slapping them on a car.
Seats
You
off of
obviously
eBay.
know
Yeah, no
the culture. You've been in the
parts.
culture for a long time, and it shows. So, thank you, man.
Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Rene will be in touch, dude. Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Thank you so much, you
That's
guys.
crazy.
Thank
No,
you.
thank you.
Rusted and Busted says love square body cars. Preach.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
to the people that are entering their cars, that people are building specific show cars, this is that, whatever. We love when people have the knowledge, the respect, the history, etc. from their car.
Hell yeah.
We hate when people are like, yeah, I put a new carbon hood because I wanted to get more points at the show. Yeah, the reason I did my this is because of that. We love people that build them cars for themselves or for the history that happen to be appreciated by other people. And I think that's
Yeah.
what car shows have been missing for years and years and years now, is people building cars from themselves, the history, the heritage, and then people going to appreciate them. I feel like
think
that's
it's a
what show
chicken
cars
egg
should be
thing
about.
too. It's you get a good car by knowing and by studying the history. You don't nobody just accidentally builds a period correct, really good JDM drift styled
That
car.
too.
You know the history,
Yeah.
you take influences from
Yep.
it, and then it turns
But
into something really
I
good.
hate when people, obviously not as their first build, their first car, etc. That's a completely different story. But I hate when people are like, yeah, I've been in the scene 15 years. This is my 2007 Honda Civic. I lowered on RPF ones, put me in the magazine. Like,
Come on, bro.
you know what I mean? I love when people put like the attention to detail and time.
And that there was. We have one more for the day.
Ooh.
Who we got?
Oh my gosh.
Snap.
Jeez.
Hell yeah, brother. I take that back. No, this is
interesting.
awesome.
Sam with the Lincoln Town car.
With the airbrush.
If that's airbrushed,
Where on the
that's
West Coast?
airbrushed.
Where on the West Coast is this guy
100%.
from?
You would
Yeah.
not be zooming in
Where
that
on
close.
the West Coast is right.
Where on the West Coast?
What are those wheels? What's going on inside those?
Lights.
Lights.
Oh.
This is very OG lowrider style.
All right. Horsepower, meh. That's what it
Horsepower
says.
7.
Horsepower is yes.
Horsepower is enough to take you to the airport.
Horsepower is America. Steering wheel covers crazy style, but it's okay. Why do I like the interior of this?
Timeless. This is kind of sick, dude.
Oh, cool.
I rate
I
it.
don't know.
Is it a daily driver?
It's on air.
Wait. What?
Why is it?
Oh,
Is
is
this
it
a
like one of
split
those
paint
water
job?
like Hot
No,
Wheels?
it's split. It's split down the middle.
Oh, you guys, y'all had me like.
No,
going
I know
all
what you're
crazy.
talking about.
I thought it was like one of those like weird color
It,
shades.
it gets
split.
warm and it turns a different color.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh yeah, it's split down the middle.
Okay, the paint is absolutely a 10 out of 10. I got nothing else to say. If this is a wrap, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, there's no
You're
way.
right.
There's no way.
This can't be a wrap.
Full custom paint by Maxed Out Designs in Houston, Texas, baby.
Texas.
H-Town.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's fire.
Oh,
don't know
I
what
do
to
like
say.
the way it does kind of go like a little bit
Yeah,
diagonal.
yeah.
Oh,
That's a
here we
great
go.
way to split it.
That's really cool.
nice.
That's so fucking cool.
I'm gonna let Adam take the lead on this one.
All right.
This is your alley.
Sort of. Like
It's very like
that's like
cool.
lowrider.
Are you sure? Wasn't your first car a 2006 Lincoln? No. Oh.
Lowrider and like and custom hot roddy style stuff kind of like grew on me with age. So I don't know if it's like my wheelhouse per se. I wasn't as involved in the history of it or like immersed in the history of it, but I've just grown to appreciate it so much because of the effort. This paint job is absolutely insane.
This paint job took hundreds and hundreds and
Jamie,
hundreds of some poor
absolutely
person's
insane.
hour.
Yeah, Jamie said,
Time,
fun
sorry.
fact, no matter how many times you look at that car, you will never find all
Something
the details
new,
in the
right?
paint.
Okay,
yeah,
so
look
James,
at
the
like
car
each
is in
stripe.
Texas then.
Look at each
Yeah.
stripe has something different in it. Each like stroke has like a different pattern inside
Pause.
the pattern.
Yeah.
And then it's very like, you know what it reminds me of is like we have one on the board. Some like mini truck styling.
Mhm.
Like,
We
you
have
know,
a Tesla and the mini
tribal
truck in that style.
Yeah.
Yes. Very mini truck inspired. Oh my god, the paint is so sick. I want to see this in person, truly.
I was gonna say
honestly.
the picture on the right, like I was like, meh,
Mm,
but
and
seeing
it's-
the video
right?
is like so much
It's
different.
not even
Truly
like a
different
flat white either. It's like a pearl white.
We need RJ to take some pictures of this to
Yes.
send to us.
Let's talk to him. Do we have Sam on the line? Do we have
Sam.
him with us?
Woo! Sam,
I'm here.
Hey.
Yo,
Hello.
what's up, dude?
What's happening?
This
How
is
are you?
crazy.
Friggin' sick, dude.
Hey, thanks.
I'm
And,
almost
and by the way, Adam, you
speechless.
nailed it, man, with the mention of the hot rod and mini trucking and all
Mhm.
that stuff.
Hell
It's-
yeah, man.
It's kind of a mix of styles.
Yeah, I can see.
So what was
see
the
influence.
inspiration and like the reason you built this?
You know, I've been doing this stuff for 30 years at this point, started in the mini truck and stuff. And these days I'm just too fat to squeeze myself into a little Toyota or something. So you know what? Why not ride in comfort and just blend the styles a little bit? And for the uniqueness, want to do the Lincoln Town car. I like the shape of the car. It kind of has a wide body effect to it already if you kind of look at it from behind or in front.
Hell yeah.
And so the driver's side, you know, that's intended to be more of the sinister hot rod styling with the candy red. It has devil tails. It's got skulls airbrushed down on the bottom.
Nice.
It has a Marlowe background, and the drinker's side, or otherwise known as the passenger side, it's more of like a straight up mini trucker style.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're right, it does have a flip-flop pearl on top of the OEM white color, so it's a blue to gold
That's so
pearl
good.
on top.
Hell
and
yeah.
then the orange fade is kind of a tribute. Back in the 90s, there was a dude with a earlier Lincoln that was body dropped and bagged that would come out to Texas Heat Wave. So that orange fade is kind of a tribute to that car.
Oh, sick.
That's awesome.
I love that. See what we were talking about, audience?
More
That's
history.
just knowledge of the
See?
history, and look what it gets you.
This car is more art than a show car to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to be honest.
absolutely.
100%.
And it is a daily driver for me. I mean, I don't drive
Hell
it to
yeah.
work necessarily every day, but I'm not scared to get in it, crank it up, and let's roll.
Hell yeah, dude.
How many miles a year do you think you put on it?
If you're my insurance company,
Good
1,200
answer.
miles.
Good answer.
My USA folks are listening in.
Question: do you win
Yeah.
best paint at every single show?
Not every single show. And,
How do you beat that?
But I've taken a few of them as of late with the Maxed Out Designs newest paint job on it that we did this last winter.
Oh, this is
So I
fresh.
dropped it off just prior to Christmas this past year, and I had it in time for LST. So
Dude.
about a 5-week turnaround on that paint job.
Those
Wow.
wheels are absolutely insane. Those are forged, right? I assume with those spokes.
They
they're
are
forged.
two-piece forged. Unfortunately, U.S. Mags wouldn't make a spur wheel in the offsets that I needed them
Come
to
on.
be, so I had to go to a secondary at KRNC, or otherwise known as Chronic.
Yeah.
And they made those in the custom offset two-piece forged. The nice part is for mini trucker styling purposes, I reversed the hardware, reversed the hoops to make them look like a billet wheel. But the best part is I don't have to sit Indian style on the ground and polish them out in 2 weeks.
I see some tricks of the trade here. Some bolstered and cut off front seats as well. You have the heads cut off and the custom bolsters in. So there's stuff that if you don't know, like if you were born in the 2000s, like Yusuf, and you were to look at this car and then, you know, not be like super in tune with the culture, you'd be like, oh, that's just how it is on the inside. There's so many little things that have been changed along the way.
That car was built for the target audience, right? So it had a lot of wood grain.
Hell yeah.
That's all covered with piano black at this point to get rid of that. The seats are cut off. My boy Callie over at Callie Roots Upholstery, 6-day turnaround on doing those seats, armrests, and all that with the custom work and the Alcantara, and just a few things left to do with filling in the rear seat, deleting the audio system in the wall.
Please tell me you have PPF on this car.
There's no PPF. It's ceramic coated, but you know, I had to go buy an orbital buffer to maintain that black.
That's fair.
Yeah, no doubt.
Fair play.
I don't even know what to say. This is sick.
This is so cool.
I have no words.
Speechless. I want to see this in person so bad.
Me too.
Like this, I feel like this is almost weird stuff issue.
Right? It's so strange.
It's not a performance vehicle, right? You know, but I mean, it does have a Marty tune on it to get the best I can possibly get out of it. Modified the fuel tables, shift points. It charges at 14.2 volts at all times with a 400 amp alternator to maintain that stereo system and all the lighting.
I mean, it may not be performance, but it has an insane personality.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I don't even care if it drives. But if I hope it's slow, because I want the whole town to see me while I drive this around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just super shout out to the guys over at Maxed Out Designs, Max Maxwell and Talbot Enterprises for, you know, really hooking it up, pushing it out in 5 weeks with damn near perfection. And of course, I can't, you know, let you guys go without making mention of Mike Farmer at Insane Designs that did a full custom air ride on. There's no parts available for these cars.
Yeah,
there's no kits
I think that's what I
available for these
appreciate
cars.
the most is the
This is all
the
custom.
ingenuity and the.
I like also the attention to
creativity.
detail. Not I got wheels from whatever. I like how you like. Everything's thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for instance, the grill. That's a GV80 Genesis grill that I recently cut out and put into the car.
Oh no shit.
Just to change it up a little bit from the OEM. It's got Camaro side marker lights sunk into the bumpers.
Huh.
So, and the rear tail lights, I split those apart and laid LEDs in as the running lights, kind of emulate like a Bentley style.
No way.
Then the bulbs are brake light only now.
It's a yes from me.
Yes for me. This is a prime weird stuff category.
Yes. Yeah, I like a weird stuff.
I like that a lot. This car.
Yeah.
It's very different, and I like the fact that it's different, but it's not built like shit. Like it's well built and different.
And he got Adam to get up to go post it on the wall.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah. The cool part is, you know, like my buddy Max over at Maxed Out Designs, he just kind of was playing around with the car, and he's like, "Hey, look, if I sand down the chrome on your handles, they look like satin." or stainless steel, and I was like, "Oh, cool, let me see that." And he's like, "Yeah, you'll just have to wait and find out."
I love that.
That is properly
he
fun.
pulls his punches. He lands his Easter eggs in every paint job. So
Yeah, even seeing those little Lincoln logos in the green. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
This is one of the ones I want to see in person more than
Right?
most
I
cars
think
we've
we
seen.
need to see this in person.
Yep.
To
We're all
really
coming down to
appreciate
see
it.
you.
There's a lot of flake in the paint, like the black scallops there. Those have like a rainbow flake, so no matter what angle you're at, they're giving you a different color.
Crazy.
The purple has a purple and red flake in it, so it kind of shines back at you at the same time. And then that Marlowe underlay under the black.
So good.
That is really a
So
hidden
good.
feature there.
I'm feeling some
We're all
insane
coming down
FOMO.
to Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
Well, cool deal. We'll catch you maybe at the Ernie's patio.
Hell yeah, dude. Name
Ernie's
the time
patio.
and
Let's
place.
go.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sam, thank you very much for submitting.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing
guys, hey,
this.
I appreciate
I
you showing
love
the
it.
interest, and super happy to be here. Thanks for what you guys do.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure's ours.
We love the car.
We'll talk to you again soon, Sam.
Awesome, guys. Thanks.
See you
Sorry.
later.
All right.
I literally have FOMO.
That's so
I'm looking at it. I'm
original.
like, I want to see it in person.
Yo,
I
that's
wanna
so
see this.
like
I wanna see it.
well thought out and original. Like that's not.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's just really cool.
It is, yeah. It's like, man, I remember growing up, one of my uncles, he was a taxi driver at the airport, and Lincoln was like the sickest car. You'd sit in the back as a kid, and you'd be like, "Oh, there's so much room for activity." And I was like, "Jeez!" And I was like, "I had
so as promised, we're gonna give away this.
Hey!
Yay!
Look how good these are.
Oh,
if you have
Adam,
he chose literally the wrong.
I was showing it to the other camera. If you have AN wrenches on your car, like many of us do, or AN fittings rather, like many of us do.
See, it looks like there's an empty slot. That's a black one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was empty for a second.
Hardjohn just pocketed it.
Y'all mind if I take the quick number 4?
So I think we're giving this away via a duck race.
Yes.
So if you commented ProForm during this podcast, we have added you to a giant list.
Can we get some quacks in the chat?
And here
oh my
they
God,
are.
look.
Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah, drop a quack.
Okay.
The money's on the alien-looking duck.
So everyone who had commented ProForm in the comment section for today is located on the left.
I love this.
You will see your duck, and the person who makes it to the end.
I want to vote on what duck.
Okay.
Blue duck number 2.
I want the duck with the wig on.
Shrek duck.
I think that one's
I
fun.
want alien duck. Duck.
That's the one. That's Shrek duck.
That's Shrek duck? Okay, I want King duck then.
Oh, I didn't see King duck.
I got the one with the wig.
Duck. Oh my God, there's a reindeer duck.
You know, I'm down for reindeer duck.
There's a
reindeer or blue.
There's a pink duck.
Purple's got that look in his eyes.
Yo, anybody that's yellow duck, you're done out. You're not winning.
Just plain. Okay.
Before we start the race, huge shout out to ProForm for doing this giveaway, as well as a giveaway every single podcast, I think. Yeah.
James says, I hope my duck ProForms.
Omar says, what the duck is this?
But yeah, so a huge shout out to ProForm. They're going to be doing giveaways every single time of random cool stuff. Maybe there's something you need, maybe there's something you don't need, but regardless, they're all very high quality products. Shout out to ProForm. And we're also doing a monthly large giveaway, so watch out for those. If you missed this giveaway, we're going to have another one next week. If you missed that one, one the week after that, etc., etc. We can keep on going on. So without further ado, let's duck and go.
Race the ducks.
Let the ducks free.
Quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
King Duck.
James, King Duck, King Duck, King Duck.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Shrek Duck is.
Absolute.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Nice. He brought the horsepower, baby. Let's go.
AN wrenches to Absolute Electronics.
Nice.
Brought that 700 horsepower.
I'm so glad that someone who's like so frequent on our podcast
regular
won
viewers
something.
in here finally. You have 24 hours to reach us however you feel fit. Shoot us an email, shoot us a DM, spam us on Instagram. We'll get you these wrenches. Don't worry, we're gonna figure it away. Hell yeah, dude.
James is like, no.
James, you were doing so well. Listen, I was rooting for James.
700 horsepower duck.
This duck blew a tire. Sorry, James.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Huge shout out again to ProForm for doing giveaways and sponsoring the podcast. If you guys missed this one or lost in this contest, just to come next week and try to win it, I guess.
Try it again. Maybe a duck will win.
It will be a different prize every week.
But
in
the same duck.
If you're looking for Past Mag issues, or you're looking to find the latest one when it drops, you can always head over to shop.passmag.com. Hardjohn will be packaging your orders personally with love.
Exactly.
Don't forget to submit your cars. You've seen the categories. You've seen the features. You know what we're looking for. You can also subscribe here on YouTube and other social media. If you're on YouTube, get that little notification bell ticked so when we go live, you get the notification and you can hopefully tune in. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.